I don't know how long I'm going to get away with this, guys, but I'm just filming this for your interest because this is our pool lady who cleans the pool on a regular basis, and I watch her every day. I'll put some photographs in, but I've noticed with Thai people that whatever they do it as part of their dharma, which is their daily life routine. Now she's just disappeared for the moment. She might come back in a minute. I've observed, witnessed people here for 3 years, and I've been coming to Thailand for 17 years. One of the things I've learned is that they live their belief system. I talk about do it. I say don't just know it, do it. Don't be a guru, be a duru, but they don't just do it, they absolutely live it. Sometimes we can transition from knowing to doing, but then we don't always do. So knowing is good, doing is good, but actually living it is the answer, in my opinion. Whatever it is that you're doing, your mindfulness practice, your meditation, your still points, your affirmation, your visualization, your peace of mind, you're creating balance, you're radiating healing. Everything that I teach should be something that you do every day, every minute of every day. It's not just something that you do like I do it on a Wednesday night, like I go to a yoga class or I go to the gym. Some people know it but they don't do it, and what I'm talking about is actually living it 24/7. This lady, hopefully she'll come back in a minute, she's just cleaning the filters. I clean the pool here sometimes. I did it for the first year, but I had some health issues and wasn't able to maintain it, so got some pool staff. This lady comes 3 times a week, and when I used to clean the pool it used to take me an hour, and I used to want to get it done because I tend to think that there's something else more important. That's my point, that's me. I teach mindfulness, and yet I still prioritise. There's things I still consider more important than others. Maybe I think some people are more important than others, some events are more important than others. I look forward to something. If you're looking forward to something, then you're thinking that that thing you're looking forward to is more important than what you're doing now. This is my point. Everything is important. Everything is life. Everything is one breath at a time, one step at a time, one thought at a time. And if you're able to make everything equally important, everything amazing, everything special, even the mundane things, even the things you don't want to do. Can you hear that thunder? That was thunder then. If you can make that your lifestyle, then you really do expand time, because you're not, if you're looking forward to something, then you're sort of not appreciating now. You're only going to appreciate this thing in the future. It's like going on a journey to the seaside. I remember I used to take Catherine Stephen to Southport and Blackpool. It was horrendous, 3-4 hour journey for maybe a couple of hours on the beach, and then they'd sit quietly in the car, because I used to say, now no shouting. 3 hours there, 3 hours back, 6 hours of being good, to maybe have 2 hours on the beach. I realise that now. The journey there was part of the day. Got to enjoy the journey, got to enjoy the little things, because the little things, there's loads of them, isn't there? That's your life. The little things is your life. Like we all want good weather. This, what's going on here now, would be considered bad weather. It's raining. It's wonderful. I actually realised that There's an old joke that there's no such thing as bad weather, there's just inappropriate clothing. But ultimately what I'm talking about is coming back to this lady who's just appeared at my right hand side. She's mindful in every action. I've seen her prune the trees with care. She's not watching a watch. Some days she leaves here at 5 o'clock when it goes dark, but I've seen her with the torch on her head, still pruning the trees at 7 o'clock. She's not clock watching, she's doing the job, she's in the moment, she's doing what she can, the best she can, right now. And when something goes wrong, here she comes. When something goes wrong, I've never seen her lose her temper, I've never seen her shout, I've never seen her get angry, get into a strop. And the speed that she's walking at now, she's just putting that back. She'd be horrified if she knew that I was actually talking to somebody else. She'd be horrified if she knew that I was filming her, which is why I'm doing it covertly, discreetly. But when she works, she's actually doing it at such a steady pace. It's like a meditation. Everything she does it in like a meditative state. It's such a learning, really, and there's such a stillness. She's just discussing the filters and the fact that there's leaves from the trees on the right going into the pool, and it's that time of year where we change the salt content of the pool because of the rainwater. She takes great pride in this. It's just one of the things that she does that she takes great pride in. And like I say, I just have this urge to completion when I do these things. I wash the car, I enjoy it when it's clean, but I want to get it done. But if I was doing that completely mindfully, I would be making as much effort with every sponge full of water and every wax on, wax off. Sound like Miyagi in Karate Kid. But if you watch this now, I mean, I don't want to betray the trust that she's got in there. I think she might have finished actually. She's putting this away now. But I've watched her do this. And it becomes, it's like hoovering the pool with a aqua vacuum cleaner, which takes me about 15-20 minutes and takes her about an hour and a half as she slowly, mindfully does one stroke at a time, up and down the pool, no hurry. You see, this is her day, and there's no reason to hurry, is there? You can put in more hours mindfully and get more pleasure mindfully and maintain balance mindfully. A lot better if you control yourself. You can lose yourself in anger, in frustration, in just wanting the job done. Well, if you just want the job done, ultimately, you're not going to enjoy the job. If you're just on a journey waiting to get the goal, you're not going to be happy till you get the goal or you get to your destination. And quite often we don't get to the destination, or we get to a destination that's different from the one that we planned. So what do we do with that? Well, what we do with that is we get on with life. At the moment, where we are at the moment, we're all locked in. We don't think we'll be happy again until we get out. What would happen if you were told that that was your life, that there was some gatekeeper with a lock and a key and you couldn't get out again? You'd have to make the best of where you were. You'd fight, you'd get angry, but ultimately you'd have to surrender to it, wouldn't you? You'd have to, because you can't get out. You've tried everything and you can't get out. Wow, can you hear that thunder? So, what would you do? You'd have to surrender to it. You'd have to let go. This expression, let go, get God, let God. What I'm recommending is that you let go, let God, and live your life. This is your life. Getting goals is important, having aspirations and having a major definite purpose, definitely. But your life is every day and every moment of every day. So we know this stuff. We've got to do this stuff, but we've actually got to live it and live it authentically. We've got to incorporate it and apply it every day. Because if we don't, we're missing the magic. This lady is now putting this stuff away. Now it doesn't really matter how that blue stuff is coiled up. Makes absolutely no difference. But I tell you what, she'll colour that up to perfection. She'll put all the brushes away. She'll sweep the floor. And nobody's watching her. She's not doing that because she's going to ever get a bollocking from anybody. Certainly not from me. She's doing that because that's the way, that's her standard. That honours her. That's the way everybody is here. I've seen people here on street markets and you'll get better service from an old wooden shack on plastic chairs, on plastic plates than you would at the Hilton. Trust me, I've stayed at the Hilton and it's not all that. Service and quality is about attitude. And the quality of your life and the quality of your health and the quality of your happiness is based on the decisions that you make. Decide today to live in the moment, to live your belief system and to be authentic and to honour everything. Because at the moment life is changing and we've got to realise really what it's all about, because a lot of the things that we thought we were going to get, we're not. And we've got to find peace with the fact that it's the little things that make the difference. Because at the moment it's just the little things that we can enjoy. In 1957, that was the year I was born, there was a monastery in Bangkok that decided to move a big concrete Buddha. It was on the news, this. I've known this story for a long time, and they moved the Buddha with a big crane on a big trailer, but it was raining and the road started to collapse and the trailer started to bend and the crane couldn't cope with the weight and the engine couldn't pull it, so they stopped and they left it there for a few days and they covered it with the tarpaulin. But the head monk was worried about the Buddha and he went out and to check it with his torch, and he lifted up the tarpaulin, and what he found is that as the trailer had cracked and given way because the road couldn't cope with the weight, massive big Buddha, concrete, that the concrete had cracked, and as he looked with his torch at night under the tarpaulin he noticed a shimmering golden green. Anyway, he investigated and he went back and told the other monks, and he came back with a chisel and a hammer, and over the next few days and weeks they chiselled the concrete off the Buddha, and underneath they found the emerald green golden Buddha. And they realised that the Burmese who had protected the Siamese, the ancient Thailand monks in the monasteries, when they were being attacked by the Burmese a couple of centuries ago, had covered the golden Buddha, this massive, beautiful treasure, with concrete to protect it so it wouldn't get stolen. All the monks were killed, but the Buddha survived because it was deemed to have no value. The concrete was like a protection. The metaphor for me with this is that there's a gold treasure within us all, and we protect ourselves, the concrete if you like, with attitudes and actions and activities and thoughts. But within us all is this green golden treasure, the Buddha within. Use this time of self-isolation and beyond to find the treasure within, in the simple things. The concrete is just an ugly exterior. When you buy something, whether it's something massive like, I don't know, for me it would be probably in the past your favourite car, guitar, motorbike, piece of art, something you've always wanted. It might be, I don't know, your favourite piece of makeup or a perfume that costs a lot of money. I don't know what to say. You know what it is that you really desire materially, that your ego wants, that you think would make you happy. A cruise, a holiday. That car for me, that motorbike for me, that perfume, that hairdo for you, those shoes you've always wanted, that cruise, whatever it is, that holiday home that you think will give you a perfect life, what it's going to do is put a smile on your face. Put a smile on your face anyway. Just put a smile on your face. You don't need the cruise, the hairdo. I don't need the bike, the car. Now you might think, well, it's alright for you, Mike, you know, look where you are. You've got that retreat, that house with all that land in Thailand. Well, I'll be honest with you. I had a stroke, 4 years ago, and I've had a couple of seizures last year. And when you're in your hospital bed, and I was partially blind for a few weeks, and I've still got eyesight impediments now, and side effects from those strokes that are unpleasant. This place that I'm very proud of really means nothing. And the car of my dreams was a 530 BMW. I bought that. And I've got a little 1 litre Yaris at the moment that cost me 900 quid, and I couldn't be happier. And I've got a Taylor guitar back at home that was 500, 700 pound, handmade. And I came here and I bought myself a Chinese crafter. It was 40 quid, and I love it. And that's my point. Take pleasure in the simple things. Keep things simple. Don't wait to get the big thing, the ultimate goal, to make you happy. Choose to be happy now, live now. And if you can't be happy now, be like this lady that's gone now. I've learnt a lot watching her, a lot of ties round here. Just be neutral. You can't always be happy, but just be neutral. Just be in the moment. Just be balanced. Decide that balance and neutral is going to be your lowest state. That you're never going to go lower than neutral and balanced. that you're not going to go into negativity, anger. I mean, you will, and I will, but check yourself at that point. Default back to balance using the breathing techniques that I teach, the visualization, the affirmation, by saying, I am balanced, I breathe easily, I am relaxed, I am in control. Say those things and create those states. Have balance and control and neutral as your lowest mood. Express all positive moods and smile even if you've got nothing to smile about, because it makes you feel good. Appreciate everything. Have gratitude. Be thankful for what you've got. You're alive, you're listening to this. You've got food. You've got somewhere to be. Even if you're on your own, you're here, you're witnessing. You can make a positive contribution. Settle around that, be happy with that. You're a long time dead. So be grateful for the 5-sensory life that you've got, because ultimately when your body does die, you're going to go into a multi-sensory experience of eternity, and I do believe that. So there's a fantastic adventure ahead, and if you find that golden green Buddha within, that's where the magic is. So while you're locked in, find the Buddha within. Thank you for listening. God bless. Enjoy your mind.